when do we dismiss a pair from consideration? It's a really important question. You actually might want to even write this down. When do I want to dismiss a pair from consideration? This is really important because half of our watch list is an elimination process, right? It's not about adding a lot to it. I think it's as, we have a watch list in terms of, if you look at our profile, now give or take a few pairs here or there, where we might add a pair here or there depending upon the news or some movement, but this is pretty much our list of pairs that we'll consider. And I kind of imagine my triage process as eliminating pairs or prioritizing. Eliminating or prioritizing, really however you want to look at it. Quite frankly, it's probably a little bit of both. So when I look at the Euro-Aussie and I say that I'm eliminating this pair from consideration, I want to talk about the reasons why. So you can make some of the same decisions either conservatively or aggressively. Now, conservatively, the easiest way that I would say that this pair is essentially eliminated is this time frame. Right away, this should tell you right now, boom, no directional bias. The easiest way to eliminate a pair absolutely from consideration is to take a look at that daily, see that it has no trend, and then very easily it's just okay, you want to go ahead and remove it from consideration completely. That's the most conservative way of doing it. Boom, gone. That's the most conservative way of doing it. Now, if you aren't going to use the daily and you want to dive a little bit deeper, you have to ask yourself, what is it doing? And it's still moving sideways, so there's no question about the fact that there is a lack of directional bias. We don't ignore that, right? Instead, we just say to ourselves, okay, if we basically have a range-bound market here, then I'm going to be better off focusing on what? Because of that, I'm going to be focusing on nimble time frames. So that means I'm going to be focusing in on 5, 15, 30. There is no organization here on the daily, so I want to go to a pair that can deal with that lack of organization. Now, a lot of you might be saying, well, Raghi, what about the 240? That's the best looking time frame on this chart, on this pair, this particular chart. And I agree with you all, but do I want to be considering such a long-term time frame that needs organization when I don't have any on the daily? That's why the 240 will actually be eliminated from consideration because of that lack of clarity on the daily. So we ignore that 240. It's too long an intraday time frame to consider when we don't have any kind of directional bias on the daily. So that puts those 5, 15, 30-minute time frames squarely in focus. Now let's ask the next set of questions. Not is there a trend, is there any kind of market clarity? By that I mean, preferably, do I have a trend, 12 to 2, 4 to 6, or a flat 3 o'clock wave? I mean, a MoMo would be fine too. I won't eliminate the 60-minute, but it better have a darn good, gorgeous wave, excellent, cannot ignore, too good to be true reason. It better be grabbing my attention. I just, with so much market clarity and smoothness in the wave and everything that I just can't help but say I'll take a shot at it. Not the case here today. The 30-minute may, given a few more candles, it may have enough to flatten the wave out, but look at these wicks all over the place. The 5 and 15 are hideous. The only thing I do with the 5 anyways is trend follow, so I don't even have a 5-minute trend. This is how we eliminate a pair from consideration. I've given it every single possibility to be considered. I'm not just dismissing it quickly. I have an aggressive set of considerations. I have a conservative set of considerations. Everything's driven by market clarity, and I really have nothing tradable in terms of market clarity, organization, and or a reasonable expectation of follow-through for me to entertain trading this Euro Aussie. Very important to understand when to dismiss a pair from consideration. Because it will then, if you don't, it's gonna basically take up some of your attention and your time that'll probably be best spent on something else, on another pair.